Fixxx on Dash Radio.
What's goody? What's goody? What's good? D. What's popping, y'all?
The fuck is up?
Right now, I'm about to bring on someone who is so multi-talented. I love to see women in the field doing their thing. It's nothing like seeing a strong, independent woman working, always working. But I'm going to let her tell you more about herself and all the dope things that she has coming up and what's currently in action. So go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
My name is Brittany S. Hall. I'm so bad at talking about myself. This is where I get tricky. I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
I've been out here for about 4 years. I'm currently in the film industry. So right now I'm on a show called Ballers with Dwayne Johnson. You might know him as The Rock.
Yeah.
I used to watch wrestling as a kid.
Me too.
Which is crazy.
Back in them Hulk Hogan days, I was on it hard.
And it's crazy because I loved
The Rock.
him because he reminded me of my dad. Like they had the same like shaped head, and they was like the same complexion. So I was just like, oh, he reminded me of my dad. So I was really a fan of his. So yeah. Okay, back to
He's the hottest motherfucker on the planet.
Huh? He
Yeah,
is. He's literally the highest
Highest
paid
paid
actor.
actor. Yeah.
He's very hard work. He's booked for the next 3 years.
That's lit.
That's what's up.
That
Goals.
is
He
lit.
may
He
be the
spend his
most
money.
successful person to come from wrestling if you think about it.
He absolutely, and
Definitely.
the way he rebranded himself,
Yeah.
like you got to give this man credit
Yeah.
because it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy. Like you have to think about that. So props to him.
It started from the eyebrow. When he
Yeah.
and he just took it
Yeah.
from there. Yeah, how was it being around him?
I never met him.
What?
That's
We
crazy.
always film
Whoa.
separate days. I came this close one day to meeting him.
That's
And it
crazy.
didn't happen, so
It's
I'm
gonna
still waiting
happen.
on my
It's gonna
moment.
happen.
I'm not like rushing
It'll
it. I'm
happen.
just like,
Yeah,
That's gonna happen at the right
definitely
time.
Yup.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing your scene, and he gonna walk up behind you. You're gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
I think I'm probably like the size of his thigh. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's humongous, so
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like he's a giant.
yeah,
Giant as crap.
yeah.
But
So-
he's seen you though. My bad.
Yeah, nah. So being from Baltimore,
I'm not from Baltimore.
I mean Maryland.
Look at you.
Being from Maryland, my bad.
no offense, Baltimore.
Nah,
No
but
offense. I'm
just
just not
seeing
from
shows like back in the day, like The Wire, because that was based out of Baltimore. Or,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was Baltimore.
Baltimore,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
why. See, that's
Baltimore.
why I said Baltimore. I fucked my question up. But was that a show that you like? Just looking back, you would have wanted to be part of? Because it was filmed in. It was filmed in actual Baltimore. Wasn't it?
In reality, at this point in my life, I would say yeah, but
Yeah.
hindsight, knowing who I was,
Nah.
nah.
Oh, hell nah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
a
think
lot
I
of
should have been in
Maryland,
the
though.
industry. I'm from Clinton.
Where that's-
So I grew up in I didn't grow up in DC. I was born in DC. And then I grew up in like Upper Marlboro, Clinton, Forestville. I moved around and I lived on Andrews Air Force Base because my mom was in the Army.
Hey.
So,
Army, baby.
yeah, but my mom didn't want me to go to PG County schools. So then she married my stepdad, and then they built a house out in like Calvert County. So I went in high school in like Calvert County. So it was really interesting for me because if you ever been to Maryland, it's predominantly black people.
Yeah.
So my whole life I saw black faces. You know what I mean? I was used to that. And then when I went to school in Calvert County, it's predominantly white.
Mm.
So I was very popular in school for being a black girl,
Token black girl.
token black girl.
I know how it is.
It's interesting. It was an interesting life. So I kind of learned like how to communicate with white people. You know what I mean? Growing up, you know how it's like, you get that little
You got it.
communication.
Yeah. You got
Yeah,
it.
you got
I
it.
always tell motherfuckers like the jokes is different. Once you
Yeah.
understand
Completely.
like dry humor jokes and like sarcasm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's kind of like if it's funny to you, then you're like, oh yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
they don't get our shit though. But it's
All
cool.
that
It's-
raw shit.
Yeah, we raw though.
Yeah, we hella raw.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy raw.
Yeah. So I know you just had an event recently, Napoli Ever After.
Yes,
You wanna talk
Napoli
about
came
that?
out. Yeah, so Napoli Ever After, it's a movie with Sanaa Lathan. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. It came out on the 21st. That was amazing. It's just such a great movie. I saw it for the second time last night, and seeing it the second time was even better than the first time.
That's what's up.
Because like the first time as an actress, I'm watching it, I'm critiquing, we always do that. But the second time I went with a group of my friends, it was playing in select theaters in New York and LA. So we found the theater here and we all got together and went. And I really just had the opportunity to just watch it and enjoy it and really see like how it flowed and how it felt You know what I mean? And
She
I
cut
feel
all her
like,
hair off, huh?
yes, she really did. She's so brave.
She
I
looks
kept
dope,
telling
though.
her that. She's incredibly
Yeah, she looks
beautiful.
dope.
How was it?
I think
to,
that
like,
haircut's
She look
becoming
like
like,
she-
a,
she can
It's
get
like,
I
a,
like
like
that.
a
I like
good
crazy.
thing
Yeah.
lately.
It
Like
looks
Amber
good,
Rose
and
and
not-
all of them. I
not
like
a lot
that.
of
He said
girls.
Amber Rose, no.
Not a lot of girls could do
She
that
actually
though.
grow her shit back though.
No.
She is?
Yeah, I seen Amber. She got a little like her shit was down her back.
No, that was probably a wig.
That was
Yeah.
a wig for sure.
Because he was
For
just bald
sure.
like last week. Unless she got
Bald
some,
last week.
whatever she
Okay,
using, I
sure.
want that shit too. My hair don't grow
She
that
do be
long.
switching up though. But she was the first like bold chick to like
Yeah.
cut all her hair off though.
But she looked
Yeah.
good though. Like I
Yeah.
think
She
I,
Not a
wasn't.
lot of
She
girls
wasn't
look
the
good when they do
first. She was just the first that like was out that people were paying attention to.
Grace Jones did it.
Yeah,
back in the
because
day.
there was women who
Yeah.
done it, but
Yeah,
it was
Sinead
like
O'Connor.
they weren't getting
Yeah.
the love that
Yeah,
Amber
yeah.
was getting because
Yeah.
you have to think Amber was standing next to Kanye West at the same time. So
That's true.
you know what I mean?
Back to the
Yeah.
nitty gritty though. How is it to like see a film and like be a part of it? So to like go see something and then also like, you know, just see where you made your steps and made your moves and how you basically contributed to that.
I'm learning to like enjoy it now. I think before I used to watch myself and I was always so critical of my work and seeing myself on film. And now I'm learning that, yo, you already made the film. You were a part of it. They wanted you a part of it. So just enjoy what you've created.
Do you critique yourself?
Oh yeah, I just critique myself in life because I'm always trying to do better. And I feel like, so I'm always analyzing myself and I'm learning that, you know, I'm trying not to do it 24/7, trying just to do it when it's necessary, you know? So, but it was a beautiful film to be a part of.
That's what's
For
up.
me
Me
especially.
and my daughter about to watch.
Please
that.
watch it.
I love
Please
Sanaa
watch
Lathan,
it.
yo.
Yeah.
She's a great woman. She's beautiful. She's, you know, for an older woman, she looks incredible. Not saying for an older woman you can't look incredible, but
She look
she's
good for
just
her age.
she's just a beautiful woman.
I think right now, currently, I think the older women are outshining the younger women because the younger women are going for the fake asses and the fake titties. They running away from that natural look.
Yeah.
Well,
Back
see,
in the
not
day,
every.
well, not
young-
you.
Yeah.
But you know,
Not everybody.
My bad, Codigo, I gotta give you your credit. You be in the gym, keeping it natural. That's why you
Yeah.
popping out here. But I'm talking about, you know, them collab
Yeah, I hear
ones.
you.
and
I
all
hear
that.
you. I hear you.
You know, but I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, that the older woman is just being natural. The natural beauty is gonna outshine all that fake silicone shit and the
Oh, yeah.
Botox and all that. Like,
And
Especially
it's
when they
funny
start
too
getting
because
sick.
rappers are now talking about it in their songs. You know, they
well,
used to
rappers
talk
are
about
getting
the big
Botox.
booty and all.
Kanye getting Botox. You know what I'm saying?
Is he really?
Is he really?
Yeah, then he got
He's not that
Botox.
big 'cause I
And he
got
said he did it for
liposuction.
us.
Yeah,
I don't know why we gave a fuck about his stomach and shit, but Kanye said he got Botox for us.
That's
I think
true.
in the industry, because it comes to like all the branding, and I'm just
I didn't
learning
think
about the
that was
industry as I go. You know what I mean? So like, I hang around people, I'm listening, I'm being a part of it, and I'm just understanding like how people build a brand versus who they are. And I don't know if I'm explaining it right.
No, you are.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
But at the same time, like there's that space in between where sometimes it closes from people and they become their brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just this is my brand and this is me. And then those people out there who just really are what they selling you.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. So I see you got some ink. You into tattoos a lot?
this ink is so old. Like it's hella old. I haven't gotten a tattoo. I mean, I got a tattoo touched up a few months ago, but I haven't gotten a new tattoo in a minute. But yeah,
What's
I have a whole back piece. I have a sleeve. I'm tatted.
Oh
what's
yeah. What tattoo did you get touched up?
This one on my hand. I have Brave tatted on my hand.
Okay.
And for some reason, it just want to say rave. Because this B just tries to erase itself. And I'm just like, I got to get touched up again. Like, it's already rubbing off. So.
I want to know though, like, where do you think you would be if the acting thing didn't come along?
I really couldn't tell you. Acting to me, I think, really saved my life because it gave me like a focus driven purpose. Because before I got into it, I was just gone with the wind. Like, oh, there's an opportunity over here. I'll try it. Oh, there's this. Okay, I'll try this, try
Kind of
that,
like
try
spreading
this.
yourself thin.
Yeah, and then finally, like, acting came into my life, and I studied it in college. I mean, I went to college, and I'm studying theater, and I was always into it as a kid doing plays, but I lost touch of it, and I ran away from it. So when it came back to me, I was just like, all right. And it's like a relationship. You know what I mean? Like it really is, because you got to stay committed to it. You can't just give up when it's not going your way. You got to put your energy in it, your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your effort, like all that
It's
has
a
to
job.
go. But it's a relationship.
How'd you get into acting?
Really, when I moved to Atlanta, I had a friend that invited me to an acting class, and I just realized like how depressed I was in my life. And then when I was in class, I just really wasn't. Because I had purpose. I was driven.
You
I
express
wanted.
yourself.
I was creating. You know.
Did you feel like you could come out of your depression and be somebody that, like that character, like that took the focus off the depression that you were dealing with at that time?
Yeah, it kind of makes me be so in the moment that I'm not worried about me anymore.
That's
what
what's
I'm
up.
going
That's
through in
dope.
my life.
That's
I'm
what's up.
just, I'm
That's your
creating.
passion.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
passion.
You get
And
lost, huh?
yeah, you really do. And I remember one day I was sitting in acting class and there was a woman there and she was like, I guess her therapist told her to come to this acting class because for some people it is their therapy more than going and sitting and talking to somebody. Like they'll go to an acting class and just pretend to be someone else. But then I think as you play other characters, you start to realize just how humans are and people and how we all have our own issues and our own problems, no matter like who we are or where we're at or how we look.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
life.
cool. Yeah, it's just life.
life.
Imitating art.
I love acting though, because it actually allows you to be somebody that you.
You did some acting?
Right?
I've
You
dabbled a
love
little
acting?
bit.
Nah,
acting.
you
I
talking about
did.
your bedroom shit. Nigga.
I acted in the background too. I mean, no, I've been on the game.
Oh, that's
Really?
right. That's right.
I've been in that shit. I've been in like a couple movies and shit.
Oh,
I
okay.
always play myself.
That's dope.
That's like I didn't get a chance to play nobody else. But no real acting, but I mean, it's a jack.
Okay.
The
That's what's
game
up.
was
It is
actually
hard,
the
though.
first time I did background.
The TV show.
Yeah,
was
I
extra?
did background. I was extra. That was my first time.
That's dope. See,
Yeah.
what
That's what's up.
episode?
I have no idea, but I know I played Lauren London. I was sitting next to Lauren London. I was at the club with her, and I had long blonde hair. I ain't had no lines. I'm just sitting there looking cute.
And look, now you on Ballers though.
Exactly.
Now you're on the Fixxx.
I know.
Exactly.
Hey, I know a lot of people that that go to a lot of auditions and don't get shit. Like,
I mean-
what's the advice for somebody that like wants to try, or like what can you basically tell them for some type of motivation to like, you know what I mean? Let them
Yeah.
know, like, because it ain't easy to get a role, no matter if it's small or extra or whatever. But what's that type of advice you can give them though?
I would say that you have to realize that you're not trying, you're doing. Like you have to understand this industry. If you auditioning, you doing it. If you reading a book about acting, you doing it. If you going to an acting class, you doing it. If you picking up a camera and recording some things with your friends, you doing it. But because you're not getting the yeses where you want them to come from, you take away that from yourself and that effort, that all that effort and everything you putting in, and you say that you're aspiring. And you need to realize that, like, you're doing it. Like, we all do this where we audition. It just so happened that someone said yes.
Yeah.
And now you think we made it, but we've been doing this.
Yeah.
We've been putting in the effort. We've been doing this for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's what shut me down. I'm like, I can't even be going these auditions and getting.
you got to
So,
keep
no,
doing it
yeah.
because you're going to get your yes. Everybody gets
I
their
think
yes.
Codigo gonna be in some movies. She just don't know it.
I
What
hope.
movies you finna be in?
I think she
don't
gonna. I
know.
think she gonna
Do
do
it.
it.
I don't know.
finna
I
act
feel
cute?
like the big red hair be too much for them
Nah, I think that's
sometimes.
what's gonna make you be in some shit.
Yeah, you can't see
Well,
that.
someone call me.
But you know what? You just gotta do it. If you really want to do it, you just gotta do it. Because I feel like that's what we do. We'll say, "Oh, my hair." They ain't gonna say yes, and we stop ourselves before we even try. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta go for it, and if they say no, they just say no. But all those no's that I got are a part of where I am now.
True.
When someone
Yeah.
told me yes, and
That's what's up.
that yes was for me.
I love it. I love it.
Now
So
she
you-
on Ballers with the rap.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
On ballers and stuff.
that's
Now
lit,
you
though.
really balling. Now you
Yeah.
really balling. But before we wrap it up, I want you to tell everybody, real quick, once again, what's coming up. Tell us about the Napoli Ever After one more time. And just tell everyone where we can find you at. Keep in touch. Stay in the loop with everything that Brittany's doing.
So yes, like we said, Napoli is out now on Netflix, streaming worldwide, so everybody in the world can see it. Ballers is still airing right now. Tonight is episode 7. Tonight is going to be good. It's going to touch on like the kneeling and with the NFL. So
I love that.
You Might Be the Killer. I shot this horror comedy. So it's called You Might Be the Killer. It's really going to be funny. I believe it's coming out on the Sci-Fi Channel, but I'm not sure.
You getting all the checks. She getting
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
All the
Y'all
checks.
just
no
don't
more
bother
no's.
you.
It's all
For real,
yeses
you ain't
for
getting
me.
no no's. Everything's a yeah.
Yeah, and then Ballers just got picked up for season 5, so we go back to filming that
Hey,
that's what's
next
up.
year,
Yeah.
and then that'll be
I'm
come out.
I'm sure it's gonna go way
Yeah,
further
it's
than
gonna- yeah,
5.
it's gonna go
Yeah.
far.
You never
Yeah.
know.
I
He
don't
booked
know.
for 3 years. You don't know what that man's schedule looking.
I
You might
think
not.
that show
Hey,
is dope.
It's a
Ballers
good
is
show.
in his schedule.
Yeah.
I
HBO
pray it
ain't letting
is,
that go.
so I can keep my job.
Nah,
No,
you
you
good. I
good.
think you're gonna be good. I think you're gonna be
You
good.
You gonna blow up, yo. It's
Thank
dope.
you.
You
I
got the
appreciate
energy
that.
for it, though, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Right. So you can find me at I am Brittany Hall. Just type that in. And then my website is iambrittanyhall.com. Make sure you spell it right. BRITTANY Hall, HALL. That's it.
For the
That's what's
motherfuckers
up.
that can't spell hall.
Right?
That's what's up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. That was Brittany Hall. You're on the Fixxx on Dash Talk X. It's your boy Jay Well,
This is Codigo Red.
Stevie Williams.
and we'll be right back.